Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with another PGA Tour 2K25 Career Mode Series video. Today, we are in Week 7 of Season 2 in this series, and we are headed to Riviera Country Club in the Genesis Invitational. You will see round number 1 in today's episode, and then the final round in the next one. Now, we are coming off a great finish at the Waste Management Phoenix Open at TPC Scottsdale. We ended up 18 under par, getting tied for third place, but it was David Lipsky's weekend. What an incredible round he had in the finale, but also in the first round. He got the win by 1 stroke over Justin Suh, 21 under to 20. We got 18 under. There was a 5-way tie there for third place, and that was after coming off a win the week before in the Pebble Beach Pro-Am. So today, we're looking for another win at the very tough course, Riviera Country Club, but I always love this tournament. This is a signature event as well, so you have to rank in the top 50 in the FedEx Cup the previous season or have a win in the current season. We meet both of those categories, which is why we are here at the Genesis Invitational. But today, we will have the practice round to see if we can get the max attribute boost before this round of +7 to all attributes. Then, of course, diving into round number 1. There are timestamps for you all, just like always, in the video description, so feel free to jump ahead to the round if you want to go ahead and do that. But it's time for the practice round. We have 4 holes, the go to get to 2 under or better. Now, we can see last year we did get Tier 3, the Gold Tier, a +7 to all attributes, which is the ultimate go. So, some pressure on Ryan Gamer because he actually did it last year. So let's see what conditions there are for the practice round. They're usually much simpler conditions, and they are. Let's do this, everybody. If you all get some enjoyment today, drop a like. It really helps the channel. And subscribe for plenty more sports game content. We have multiple ongoing series right now. You like sports games, career modes, dynasties, stuff like that, this is the channel for you. And if you want more content from me, including past game playthroughs like of games like God of War, The Last of Us, games like that, you can check out my second channel, Gamer Ability 2. Yeah, a lot of past series over there. It's been a while since I've done a new series, but hope to get back to that here soon. But there's so many great series you can go binge watch. So here we go. Practice hole 5. I'm going to hit a nice little 3-wood here. I usually don't send this. I think all you need is a 3-wood. Because you just don't want to get yourself into trouble, but we might have got ourselves into trouble. No, that's fine. We got a really good bounce. Nothing is worse, I feel like, than when you lay up and still miss the fairway. Or you lay up and still hit it into the water. Not that I've ever done that, but yeah. Actually, I think I do that every week in the Impossible Challenge series. 163 yards, downhill 24 feet. I like a choked approach 8-iron here. Loft it up just a bit, let the wind take it. It has been a big week on the channel for Ryan Gamer. I mean, Monday was a massive episode. I don't want to give anything away, but Ryan Gamer played in the national championship game for the Kentucky Wildcats against the Georgia Bulldogs. Highly recommend that series, College Football 26 Road to Glory. But oh boy, that was fantastic. And then, of course, in the NHL playoffs as well. So a lot going on here. It's breaking to the left, back to the right. I'm going to go right edge. That's a great start. Come on. That is a huge birdie. Ryan with the smile on his face. Come on. Okay, 1 under. If we get one more birdie, par out, we're in good shape. Now, the thing about Riviera, if you miss fairways and greens, you're in trouble. The rough is really tough here, and you just got to play good course management, smart golf. 190. We do have a backboard here, but I think I want to go with the choked approach 5-iron. Hit the ball a little bit shallow, right stick about halfway. You know, the main thing in practice, I'm just trying to get into a rhythm. You know, everybody kind of has a different strategy. I'm just trying to get into a rhythm and trying to get used to the course. And I know I've played this course multiple times, but I still think practice is important. Not only is it important, obviously, to get the boosted attributes, but on top of that, it's also important to just get in a rhythm with the swing. 22 feet, uphill 1 foot. Okay. Let's get those out of the way. There. Hey, we're gonna have one a video. So maybe this is a good sign. Maybe we went ahead and got that out of the way, and it's not gonna happen during the actual round. I'm just gonna go with that. It's no random slows. We've already got it done in the practice round. Ryan has a smile on his face because he knows. He's like, yeah, that's just a random slow. That's one per episode. But hey, good par. And don't you all worry. Fresh cup of espresso today. That's right, espresso. That never gets old. My mispronunciation has become the proper pronunciation on the Gamer Builder YouTube channel. People have been giving me a hard time for that for years. Multiple, I tell you, especially when I used to have time to live stream, I would say espresso every time, and every time chat would be like, it's espresso, Ryan. Well, I know that now. But no, it's espresso because of the energy it brings. It just, espresso sounds cooler. We made up our own term. Am I the only one that calls it that? No, I'm sure some of you all do. I hear people call it espresso, I think. 103, uphill 14 feet. I say it never gets old. You're like, Ryan, yes, it does. When you mentioned it so many times over these past 6 years, yeah, it gets old. Okay, let's play golf. That's not bad. Now we know to add a little bit more distance. The problem was the closed club face, which is obviously going to take off more distance. 24 feet, uphill 6 inches. Smooth left to right putt. Last week in the Waste Management Phoenix Open, great putting in round 2, but not in the first round. Yeah, an aggressive line, and it just never broke. Not an aggressive line, just a good line, really. Good, firm, aggressive putt, I guess. I wouldn't call that aggressive. We didn't really blast it past the hole. It was just good distance, just bad read. Okay, we need a birdie right here. Come on. 471, uphill 64 feet. I'm going to go a power drive into the wind here. I want just a little bit more distance. This is a really tough hole to birdie. I probably have only birdied this hole in this game maybe 5 times. That's not an over-exaggeration. This hole is very tough. Now, this is a good pin location, though. 198, uphill 16, 10-mile-per-hour wind in our face and also blowing to the right. I like a 2-iron choked approach. Draw it slightly. Ball's going to come off to the right. The wind's going to blow it to the right. One time. Yeah, we use 1 times in practice because this is a huge shot. Look at that. What a shot. It's going to go off the green. Still a great shot. Ryan loves it. Looking over at Jerry. Jerry's smiling on his face. Actually, Jerry's probably not smiling. He's all focused in practice. Okay, it's moving just barely to the left. Back to the right. This is straight in. Maybe a little bit more right to left. And it was. Yes! That is a big time finish. That means a tier 3 activation. Gold tier practice, giving us +7 to all attributes going into round number 1 of the Genesis Invitational. And that right there is why I still love the practice rounds. I mean, going into the final hole, the 18th, we needed a birdie. It kind of simulates the pressure in a round because getting that birdie put us to +7 to all attributes instead of +4. That is a big difference here for this tournament. This is why I still love the practice rounds. I want more games to have dynamic practice rounds like that. Based on how you perform in practice that week, it will boost your stats a certain amount. You know, I really like the concept here in this game. I would love something like that in college football. But it's time, everybody. Let's play some golf. I'm feeling good here at Riviera. If we hit fairways, hit greens, we're going to score well here. Simple as that. So low winds here for round one. That is a gift. Firm, fast conditions. Let's play some golf. Come on, everybody. Get those one times ready here at Riviera.
It's time to prepare for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. From the beautiful Pacific Palisades in California, it's the first round of the Genesis Invitational. It looks like a great day out there. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak is walking with the feature group, John McCarthy on the course as well.
And it's time. Ryan Gamer has an early morning tee time for the first round of the Genesis Invitational. Let's do this.
Let's get down to the first hole.
You see Jerry. Jerry is focused here on the first tee. All he said right there was, do you want to win or do you want to lose, Ryan? Fairways and greens. Fairways and greens. 1 mile per hour winds here today. We've been having a lot of high wind rounds lately, so it's nice to have low winds. But sometimes in this series, Ryan's played better in worse winds. I actually am going to hit a stinger here. I've never done it. It just looks fun.
That appears to be a very good line off the tee.
You know, Jerry has a smile on his face when he sees that stinger. What a shot. And look, a little smile there, waving at the fans. I love it.
Annie, what do you see down there?
Yep, I've paced this. He's got around 195.
Yeah, 195, uphill 4 feet. You know, I would love to play this course in real life. I just always love hole number 1 here and just love this course. But like being up there, hitting this tee shot in real life would be incredible. Now, of course, I would send it into the rough, right? Like, no doubt about it. I would live in the rough in this course, but it would be fantastic. No wind right now. Well, 1 mile per hour as soon as I said that. Now, in this pin, you don't want to challenge this bunker. You know, for me here, I just want to put this up on the left side here, over the bunker, kind of trickling on down left to right. That's usually my approach here. And everybody kind of has their own style here, and this is just usually how I play it. Going to come off to the left. Quite a bit, actually. Because I find whenever I don't put this out to the left here, I find myself in the sand. Like, I understand distance-wise, we landed that pretty short, but still, whenever I aim at the pin, my ball goes in the sand. I don't know. It's just what happens here. It just must be a mental game. You know, like a mental game error. When I see that bunker, I see the pin, I hit it in the sand.
Green side, what do you see in this putt?
A huge right to left swinger.
Kenny with the huge right and left swinger, and it really is 26 feet. Downhill 1 foot. I'd be very gentle here, but also imagine an eagle. But yeah, it's so interesting. Whenever I don't look at the bunker and aim to the left, good things happen. Get in. Get in. That is a great putting stroke. Good putt to start the day, though.
Birdie putt coming up. This could be a big one.
Yeah, you can never complain about a tap-in birdie. Come on.
That putt goes in. Time to make a move.
Hey, get your coffee, whatever you're drinking. Cheers.
Always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
While we have a moment, we want to show you the updated leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for third.
And look who's up there again. The winner last week.
Second.
David
nice
Lipsky.
birdie last hole for a change. First one of the day. They needed it desperately. Now, next hole, looking for more.
But, you know, hole number 1 is a must birdie hole. Simple as that. Oh, yeah, we love that one, Andrew. You know, this could be tricky.
Yards left to the hole.
This shot right here is tricky because if you don't get it up this tier, you're usually putting on an insane uphill, or you're going to roll off here the green into the sand. Just got to get it on that upper tier. It's not the most trickiest putt if you get it up there. I'm going to loft it just a bit. Going to come off to the left. That's a good strike.
This one needs to kick.
It's a really good strike.
Kick left hard.
Well, we're just trying to get on the upper tier. We didn't spin it as much as I wanted. Maybe I should have lofted it a bit more, hit it a bit more shallow. Not shallow, but steep.
He's got this left for birdie. Henny is greenside.
Setting up this putt 27 feet from the cup.
I mean, is this straight in? It's moving to the right, back to the left, back to the right. I think it's going to move more to the left. Just barely.
This one on a good line. Getting better. Getting better.
Get in!
Better.
Come on!
And it goes in.
Ryan did a huge fist pump there. That's how you play, everybody. Birdie, birdie. You all called in the birdie train here in California to start. Come on. Oh, boy.
He is climbing up the leaderboard after that hole.
Oh, we're climbing. David Lipsky, 2 under through 4. Ryan Gamer, 2 under through 2. Selm Stevens, 3 under through 4.
Teeing off here on the third.
Do we need a driver here? I am thinking Stinger again. Any excuse I can have to hit this shot, I will take. We don't hit it too often. Starting to hit it more. I just love it.
All right, Henny, what does this look like?
Setting up from about 130 yards out.
128. Downhill 8 feet. We don't have to worry about the wind at all right now. We have the perfect choked approach distance. I'm going to hit the ball just barely steep. Right stick down just a touch. Just a little bit of a close club face. That might have been in without it, though. Perfect distance.
There was a game plan there, and that approach was executed nicely.
Look at Jerry. How about it?
And this is another good look.
Tell you, the chemistry between Ryan and Jerry lately in this series has been unmatched. I mean, this caddy and golfer friendship, relationship is just incredible. Hey, it's a team sport.
I can't believe that didn't go in for birdie. A par putt tap in.
And then there Jerry just goes and walks off. I just had to say it. Talking about the friendship, the caddy, relationship,
wow, you hit
bond,
an approach shot like
and,
that and still
yeah,
come away with
par.
a par.
Jerry's gone.
That is a bummer.
So close to getting a share.
You all
of the
know,
lead,
like in Madden, you had the relationship boost. So when you have like a strong bond and relationship with a teammate, you get boosted stats for the teammate.
Ideally,
It'd be cool if they had some type of caddy boost in PGA Tour.
Right to left and
as you build
with
your
the
bond
contour
relationship
of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Yeah, this one's just really tough. I don't think I've ever hit a great shot here, but I'm going to try to hit it off that slope and kind of send it down.
That might be the best swing of
Just
the
like
day.
that. Oh, hear that? Best swing of the day. And yeah, that's all I was trying to do. I'm just not convinced you can hit that one close. I've never got it close here
Looking to
on
get
that
up
pin.
and down from here.
Well, we're putting this. Just a smooth left to right putt. 25 feet away. More break than beginning than the end. A quad perfect. Didn't hit it.
3 feet left.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Here's a look at the updated leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 4th
Hey,
place.
we are exactly where David Lipsky was, 2 under through 4, and he's 2 under through 6 now.
PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
You all think I tell a lot of life stories, and I do. I think Rich tells more. 143, downhill 21 feet. Go right for it. That's it.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Yeah, quality shot that.
Thank you. Thank you, Luke.
Good opportunity here to move into a tie for 3rd.
Tied for 3rd. I tell you, the leaderboards this year have been so much better. That's straight in. Get in. It wasn't straight in. What a start at Riviera. A very difficult course usually for me, but we're golfing today.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole.
But hey, perfect practice leads to perfect play. Not always the case, but look at Colin Morikawa. 4 under through 4. What?
The 6th hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except
what
for the
Jerry's
folks at
saying
Riviera
there.
Country Club. I love this hole.
Did you all catch what Jerry said there? I missed. Anybody read his lips there? What do you say here on hole 6? I always love to read your all's calculations of the lip reading for Jerry. What do you say this time? Okay, I like a 5-iron choked approach or choked tee shot. Hit it steep, right stick about halfway down.
This one,
You know, we
headed
might
left
get
and
lucky.
Not coming back.
Yeah. We did. Not a good strike, but sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, as Rich always says.
Yeah, that was a safe play.
Thank
Trying
you.
to get it to 4 under with this putt.
Safe play.
And he's down there.
We were trying to
Got a
be
read?
aggressive.
I've got it going left to right.
14 feet, downhill 5 inches. Yeah, he is right. It's moving left to right. I'm gonna break more, I feel like, than I think. Increased rhythm. I crushed it. That's gone.
6 feet remaining to the
I tell you, any misses in rhythm down the hill are going to crush you. Even just 2%. That's fine. But you know, it's not a birdie hole. You don't put that on the birdie list. Take your par and move on.
Morikawa doing what he does best. He's leading this tournament as we head to the next hole.
That was Ryan Gamer's rival all the way back, but back in PGA
Time
Tour
for the tee shot on
2K23.
this par 4 hole.
The fairway
is
bunker down the
a while ago.
left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the Barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
This is the
Looking at
tournament,
my
I
yardage book,
believe.
it looks like about 140 yards remain.
This is the tournament
Only
last year
2
that I
back
turned
of
off the
the
commentary
lead.
in the final round. I believe this was the one. But the tee shot, I don't think you should go for that. You're usually left with an in-between shot or a sand shot or rough shot. Like, look, we only have 140 left, laying up with the 3-wood. I think that's the way to play it. Now, I'm going to go 9-iron choked approach here. It's a little bit uphill. Attack the pin. Going to come off well to the left.
This is a 9-iron on
Get
the
lucky.
way.
Get lucky. We're getting some good bounces. Come on.
Sitting at 3 under. Sitting in a tie for 3rd place.
I'm going to putt it.
Starting out to the left here. This is going to come back.
I mean, that's how bad I misread that. Look at the contact. I misread that by a mile.
Let's see if the player can manage a par.
It looked like Ryan was trying to pretend like, oh, I misread the break, you know? I thought I was going that way. Like, he's just hoping nobody saw that open club face.
Here's a look at the way things stand. He is currently in a tie for 3rd place.
Kinsey Hughes at the top, 5 under through 9. Colin, 5 under through
We've
6.
reached the 8th hole. It's a par 4.
I never know which way to go here. But I think this way. Like, I don't think I ever make the right decisions here because I usually hit it in the rough, but there's one right down the middle of the right side fairway.
That will definitely work.
That's the best shot I've ever hit here.
This is a good 130 club.
Yeah, 130,
Just 2
uphill
strokes
13.
off the lead.
You know, I like a pitching wedge choked approach. A little bit up the hill, so I'm going to hit it a bit shallow. Right stick up about 1/3. I'm going to come off to the left. Left. Oh, get up, get up, get up, get up.
That is going to work.
Come on.
11 feet to the hole. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
An uphill left to righter.
Yep, Henny's right. Smooth putt, left to right. Get in!
Another birdie on
Come
the
on.
scorecard. That's 4.
Hey,
for
we
the
need
day.
every bit of that. I mean, Colin
He is
Morikawa
now
is
at
having
4
a day.
under par for the event.
6 under through 7.
We're at the 9th.
Tell you,
It's a
you
par
get the
4.
AI.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker
In
down the
low
left-hand
winds in this
side.
new
Most
leaderboard,
players
they
can try and
dominate.
avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad
at the club
miss.
twirl.
From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
I've
think
got
it's gotta
about
be a normal
160
7-iron.
yards to the hole here.
Normal
One
7,
extra
lofted
club
just a
required
touch.
to this elevated green.
Just like that. Let's go. Come on. We're
One
golfing
club
right now.
up or
Maybe a little
down.
bit
That
too
would have been
fired
the
up for
wrong
hole
play.
9, but
This
still.
one worked out well. This putt left for birdie.
Tell you,
Henny
this is tricky.
greenside.
Yeah,
What do
he's
we got,
staring
Henny?
down about 12 feet.
Yeah, 12 feet. Moving steadily right to left. Big break.
Starting this one out to the right, but it should swing back around.
Good try. Great putting
Here's the
stroke.
par putt.
Just tough to read that.
All right, that one is behind
Almost missed
us.
that.
While we have
But
a
I didn't.
moment, we want to show you the updated leaderboard, our featured player in a tie for 3rd. We start the back 9 here at the 10th hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Well, since Rich wants us to play it aggressively, I'm doing it. Even though usually I say there's no need to. But I feel like I always say there's no need to, but I always go for it. So there's that. I'm just going to go right for it. Why not?
He's hit this one well. This could make the green.
That is the risk you take.
Let's
Right
see
there.
How aggressive it
And
becomes
the
out of
unfortunate part here is we are on a downslope. Downslope is where you don't want to be here. We do have a little backboard. This is a nightmare. Why should you not go for it? Well, this. Yeah, We can wait. Is it gonna roll back? It might.
Trying to get to 5
Only
under
on
par
impossible
with this
challenge
putt.
settings would that roll back.
Okay, Henny, give us a read
Look
here.
at this.
Oh, it's so
What?
hard to tell, but I think it's a little bit right to left.
It is a little bit right to left, but the problem is the speed here. If we send this, it's in the sand. That certainly was a putting stroke. How do you
Just needed
leave
a
that
little bit
short?
more on that one. The par putt.
How
Here's
was
a
that
look at the
putting
way things
stroke?
stand.
We don't
He
talk
is
about it.
currently in the tie for 3rd place.
We don't talk about it. All we talk about is how close that was to going in.
The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
You know, Rich mentioned this being a runway. Ryan's an expert pilot. If you want to find out, tune into the Microsoft Flight Sim series. I'm telling you all, if you did not watch that series, watch it. You will laugh so much. It might be one of the most entertaining series I've ever done over on the second channel. It is absolutely hilarious. I ran out of time to record to finish that series because every episode just was way too long. It was a grind. Like, to unlock a new plane, it would have took like 80 hours. So, but wow, it was so funny.
And going with driver off the deck with this shot.
Okay, it's Dave for the send. But yeah, when I said Ryan's quite the pilot, some of you probably laughed.
Now,
Like,
4 under par.
yeah, he's quite the pilot, all right. Yeah, keep telling yourself that, Ryan. 26 yards, uphill 7 feet. Let's focus up. Thought we got our life stories out of the way in the practice round. Clearly not. You are like we. Don't put us into that category, Ryan.
And
That's
he'll
all
be glad to
you.
be putting now.
That's fair.
This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Yeah, John, give us
Start
the
out
read.
straight, I think, and then break to the right near the hole.
I think John's wrong. I don't think he's going to start out straight, but
If it's up, it could
yeah,
be
he
in.
was not right. He's been
Oh,
reading
that's
them
good
well all
grip
day.
there.
That's
Has
a
he?
really good effort to get it up and down out of that bunker for the birdie. Good job.
Currently 5
Needed
under
that. Come on.
for the event.
Listen, all the live stories are out of the way for the week. Mackenzie Hughes, 6 under. Colin, 6 under. Ryan, David Skins, and Selm Stevens.
When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
You know, you all, don't worry. If you missed anything he said, he'll say it again in the final round. And you all might be able to, by the end of this series, before the next game comes out, you all might be able to recite Rich Beam's descriptions of Riviera.
That one should find the
That is
surface.
perfection.
Well, got some sort of streak going on here.
What?
Greens in regulation. What a statistic.
Well, the
We almost
practice
one
is
hop
paying
dunk.
off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Putting for birdie.
Wow. Keep telling those life stories, Rich. It allows me to
Gee,
focus.
that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. Back to
That's
back
amazing.
birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
Yeah, we are feeling it.
Sitting at 6 under for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Did a draw.
Oh, that was flushed.
Thank you, Luke. Yeah, definitely how I intended that swing to be. That's lucky. That's the right miss in the right situation.
Second shot here on the 13th.
But hey, we should be scoring better than this and no wins. Like, we've left a lot out there today. Don't get me wrong, we're playing well. But that part of our game right here has
Going
been
with the
dialed
pitching
in.
wedge here.
This one
Wedge
is
game
chewing
superb.
fiber.
Chewing fiber,
Oh,
as
that's
Rich
beautifully
says.
judged. And just about 8 feet left to the hole. And
Beautiful.
mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the
I want to point
scorecard.
out, we've had 3 lip-ins on the high side. Have you all noticed that? 3 lip-ins right there on the left edge.
The leader now has
So,
one
yeah, the
stroke
rolls are going our
advantage.
way. 1 stroke advantage. We got plenty of golf left. Mackenzie Hughes, Kevin Yu, Colin Morikawa, all tied
The
at 6
14th,
under.
Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3.
Well, let's win a car.
Made an ace there in tournament history,
Oh,
won a car.
let's hear the
How
ace.
do you tell the players to
Tell us how
play?
to do it, Rich.
Luke, it's a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
It gets me every time. Well, good thing Ryan Gamer is not a mere mortal. Isn't that what he called us? No. We're going to harness our inner rich beam here. 188 yards, downhill 11 feet. Right off this slope into the hole.
That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
Thank you, Rich. You know, interesting enough there. We hit a perfect. And we were aiming
Okay,
to the
that'll
right
work.
there. That was a perfect
Trying to get
perfect
to 8 under par with this putt.
on the swing contact and
Penny,
swing path.
You've had the
It
chance to
went
have a
to
look
the
over
left.
this one?
18
no wind.
footer here is what he's facing.
We were aiming to the right. We hit our normal slight fade. We hit a perfect swing path, a perfect swing contact. Those are the only parts of the swing that will move the ball left and right. And, I'm not quite sure how that ball went left. Unless I misaimed. I was aiming to the right of the pin. Okay. A lot of break here in this 18-footer.
That's a lovely looking stroke.
Thank you, Luke.
That's
But you know,
disappointing.
we
Not
did
a bad
harness
effort
our
right there
inner
from
rich
long
beam
range.
because
Big
he said
breaking putt.
it looked
He
like smooth
just
jazz.
didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
In she goes. Let's head to the next.
You know, it'd be great as if you almost got an ace and Rich would say, "Oh, that's
And
pretty
now
good.
-7
It's not
for
as
the
good as
round.
me." Just every time, you know, you got so close to an ace. That's pretty good, but I could do better.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always
a lot of
saw
people
it as a
played out
dogleg
here.
from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker
gonna
down
try
the
it.
right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt.
Could you imagine being
always
those fans
breaking
there?
one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Well, Rich, let me show you. But those fans would be
Time for
terrified
the
because
second shot here
Ryan
at
Gamer still has a
15.
record in professional golf. Back in EA Sports PGA Tour, Ryan Gamer broke the record. Most number of fans hit in one season. That was in his rookie year. So he still holds those records. So, I mean, those fans are terrified out there. 135, downhill 15 feet. Like, they're like, is that Ryan the Punisher? Yeah, it is. Jerry's over there smiling. Yeah, it is. Jerry wants that free dinner. Our
Going with
approach game is
pitching wedge
unstoppable.
here.
Go in.
It's a green seeker.
Wow, you gotta love that shot here at 15, and a birdie chance is
Look
on
at
the
it.
way.
How about it? Come on, Jerry. How about it? Wow. This is the best wedge play we've ever had. All of our approach game is just insane. Do you want to win or do you want to lose?
And that putt drops, and we move on to the next.
Come on.
Okay, a lot to like
Look
there
at
as
this.
he moves to 8 under par.
Tie at the top.
Now to 16, it's a par 3.
Good birdie on the last. What's in store now?
You know, I've told this story before, but you know, you all have noticed this if you watch my content. But my wife has always said, like, when I get focused on something, especially in gaming, like in key moments, she said I'll always fix my glasses, and that's when you know I get locked in. Like she gets worried when she doesn't see me fix the glasses before, make sure I can see well, right? Even though I don't even think I move them, you know? It's not like these glasses are moving around, you know? Like, I move around a lot when I game. You all know that. When you watch me play NHL, it looks like I'm just on the ice, right? But yes, when I fix the glasses, that's when I'm locked in. 170 downhill 10 feet. Choked approach 7 off that slope into the hole.
Wow, what a swing. This is a 7-iron
what,
on the
Andrew?
way.
Was that a
look at the
sarcastic?
lie in the green
What a
side
swing?
rough.
Did Andrew just... What do we have to do here? What happens when I tell a life story tied with the lead? You can't make this stuff up. What in the world do you even do here? High spinner, yeah, right. That shot used to be so fun. Okay, we're gonna do a partial flop. Don't try this at home. You know how hard that is? Look at that Evo swing. That is insane. What?
Well, a big par save could mean a lot going
Not
forward.
to be confused with the super flop. We don't. That's Ryan doesn't even have that shot, but that would be the shot to hit there if you use it.
Right on
You
line,
gotta be
but
kidding me.
just misses.
Open club face.
All right, bogey putt.
Pushed it right offline.
That one drops.
Bogey free until that point. You lose focus once because I didn't
As
fix
we
my
head to
glasses.
the next hole, our
Maybe
featured
I fixed
player
them
is
too
currently
much.
tied for first.
Hey, Kevin with the bogey as well. David Skins tied at 7. That shows how hard this course is
An
playing in low
opportunity
winds.
here with a par 5.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It
That
can
rough,
be
Rich?
an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
I never anticipated that would carry like that. You can't make
Setting
this stuff
now
up. What
in
am
the
I doing?
fairway bunker.
I never expected that. Wow. I don't know what gets up and out of this. Does an 8-iron get up and out? I sure hope so. If not, well, I'm lofting it a lot. We didn't.
Well, get ready to hit another bunker shot. Time now for the 4th shot.
Just ran into my mic here. Like, Ryan, how'd you get injured? Well, it's a great story, actually.
That was a misjudgment coming out of the sand.
Still in the sand. Ouch.
know, it's a lovely day for the beach, everybody. Ryan just wanted to really take in the sand. We got to make this. That's beautiful.
And a 4-footer left. Okay, another bogey. That's back-to-back on the scorecard.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
The frustrating
And
part
after
about that,
he is
there's a lot of
moving
frustrations.
down the leaderboard.
But like, that's one of the simpler holes.
We finish on 18 with a par 4.
Tee shot up the hill, fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
Yeah, it's a great
Second
finishing
shot
hole.
here at
Now,
18.
everything's fine. Everything's fine. Simple as that. We're going to birdie this last hole. We're going to get to 7 under and have a big final round. We left a lot out there today. We also played our best approach game that we played in a long time. That's golf sometimes. I like a stock 7-iron. Go right for it. It's going to come off to the right. Wind's going to blow it a little bit to the right. Wow, we've been perfect all day on the approaches. That killed it. It took off a lot of distance, pulled it a mile
All right,
to the
we
left.
can work with that.
Yeah, we can work with it. Andrew's right. Wait. Wow. Look at Jerry trying to pump Ryan up. Ryan looks a little too excited, and then Jerry points over to Dr.
This
Jordan
brought to
Pierce
move into
saying,
second
you better
place.
enter
John,
the zone in
your
the final
green
round.
side, what do you see in this putt?
This one's breaking left to right.
I think that Ryan Gamer will be in the zone in the next Madden video, if I'm not mistaken, which might be the same day this video goes live. I'm not sure if Ryan's in the zone for the next game or not. Maybe not. But we got to make this. A whole lot of movement here. One time.
This putt on a good line. This is looking better and better.
Get in!
Yes.
Come on! Ryan's in the zone. He's entered the zone. Dr. Jordan Pierce there in the fans. A smile on her face. She knows Ryan's in the zone. Ryan's legendary sports psychologist, of course. What a putt. Wow. Let's see what the rest of the field does, though. What a round.
Okay, that round is in the books, and as we take a look at the leaderboard, he's in a share of 4th.
So going into the final round, Russell Hindley is tied with Seamus Power at the top at 9 under par. Heath Mitchell at 8 under, then Ryan Gamer tied with Colin Morikawa, Davis Riley, Justin Suh, David Skins at 7 under, Xander Schauffele and Ludwig Oberg at 6 under. Now, that birdie on the 18th was massive because we would have been there in 9th place, and also that was after 2 bogeys. The frustrating part about those bogeys, of course, they're bogeys, they're frustrating in general, but without them, we're sitting atop the leaderboard. So that's golf. You can't expect to get bogeys and be in the lead. So, of course, you can still be in the lead getting bogeys. We do it all the time, and it happens all the time, but still, you got to limit those mistakes. Too many unforced errors. We hit every send on that par 5. Like, you can't make it up. But the hole before that, we were in the sand. Like, Ryan was in the sand every shot, it felt like, on those bogey holes. And sometimes that's golf. You know, you live and you learn, and you try to improve the next round. I will say, approach game was amazing. Some of the best approach game we've ever had. We've had some great rounds, don't get me wrong, but that was just exceptional. You take a look at the scorecard, got out to a hot start with 2 birdies, a couple pars, and then a birdie there, 3 under through 5. Closed out in the last 4 holes with the birdie on 8, the rest pars, 31, 4 under on the front. Back 9, we started off hot. Through the first 4 holes, we were 3 under par, got another birdie on 15, and then the nightmare finish. Bogey 16, bogey 17th with every shot in the send, and then the 18th, a birdie. That was a huge bird. We needed that. A big time putt on a very challenging putt too. Not to mention, that putt was very challenging. I've never hit that putt before. I've been there multiple times. That's a 64 7 under. 2 strokes off the leaders right now. We can win this tournament. I mean, let's go out there and have a big time round. Let's take a look at the event stats though before we leave. But yeah, a lot to improve upon. 85 fairways is good. Interesting to see this stat because I feel like that was our best approach game, but clearly it wasn't. Proximity to hole was good. I guess when we were on, we were on. When we weren't, we weren't. You know, I mean, it's simple as that. Or maybe it was just the wedge game that was good, and maybe I just interpreted every approach shot as good. Finding the sand didn't help. But 100 short, medium, 66%. You hate to see that. 36% long, that's really good with 11 long putts, but got to improve greens, proximity to hole, and putting in the final round, and we win this tournament. Simple as that. Scrambling 50% with 4 missed greens, not ideal. Birdie conversion of 64 is really good. When we had a birdie look, we capitalized 64% of the time. That is very good. And then 9 birdies, 7 pars, 2 bogeys. You hate to see those bogeys, but what do I always say? Bogeys is going to happen. Get on and move on. I should have said that after 16, but you know, after 17, we did say that and we birdied. I didn't actually say it out loud, but I said it in my head, right? But yeah, Russell Henley and Seamus Power there at the top. They had a big time round. And you know, listen, we just got to go out there, play our game, play smart golf, play aggressive, and win the tournament. If we can get our long irons, mid irons, the same as our wedges in that round, we're going to probably get 12 under or better. And I don't think that's an over exaggeration. Now, it's important to point out, this was in low wind. If we get high winds, it's going to play a lot differently. But, I mean, I feel like in this series overall, we played really good in high wind rounds. That's not always the case. Sometimes we play better in low wind, obviously. Sometimes we play worse in low wind, better in high wind. So you just never know what's going to happen. Those pin locations are tough there in round number 1. But it is time for the final round in the next episode of the Genesis Invitational at Riviera Country Club. What a fight today. We got a battle to the end, everybody. If you all got some enjoyment today, drop a like before you go. It really helps the channel. And subscribe for plenty more sports game content. Check out some of the other Ryan Gamer series and the NASCAR series, which is with Ryan Gamer's brother, Rocket Wreck Gamer. I'll see you next time. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.